Starfall. Hey guys, I'm Andy. It is Terry. It is another day too. And we're back with another episode of our Pokémon Journey series about Data, aka Let's Play a Pokemon Violet at Part 2. In the last episode, we head to North Content, Area 2, we battle Ernie, where we battle the last Team Star boss, Ernie, whose real name is Neri. And as a result, Master Gatios has now fully evolved from Ferrogato into Chimia's Colorado. His name is Spirit Battle, if you don't know. And now, we especially have my Nimble. I'll take my special train. And by battling against its honorable form, believe it or not. It was a little touch and go for a bit. For Loki especially. But after battling against his evolution form, claiming victory, that's when the moment finally, especially for him and Loki. Victory come as it finally evolved. For its worth, as Loki had finally evolved into a Lotic. Number 15, a bug and dark type. It uses its normally folded third set of legs when in Showdown More, which places a huge burn on its body. You can see
I think.
I'm gonna paste Black Bunny for lunch. But anyways, it's time to head back to you. We'll have to head back to UVA Academy to meet up with Professor Clavell, who's joined the Clive, where he'll be giving us a special training session. Let's have a special training session. And then we face off against Cassidy, which is no guess who's probably identity behind this, not only her identity, but for who's really behind all this. Who's really Well, we wouldn't say that, Mr. Clavell. Impossible. Come. No, that's not Cassidy. This is just a test. As from Director Clavell herself. Well, for us to be ready to face against the actual Cassidy. And if you're not smart enough to remember or understand, and while I'm watching and going through this journey, like, what do you take me for? Like, what do you think? Like, what do you think they take me? No, why not? Maybe this guy is staff. You're not getting me that easily. What was the uniform? But Mr. Clavell, downplay, huh? Good thing Sprig's part dark type. I think he should run there. Stop using wrong. He basically keeps using yawn. Yeah, it's actually more difficult to lose this guy than to beat him. Which, we're gonna beat him anyway. Fight. One down, 5 to go. Oh, Spider's hand. I don't like to work on time. I can't be that hard to lose for him. I'm just worried though. You can't get me down there easily. Circle time. Seriously? Interesting. Finally, guys. Seriously. I don't think this called for some rain. I don't think today called for some rain. Unless it's a spring shower, that is. Huh. Nice try to Iron Man. Here's again. Stop poisoning him. You went on down for you better not down for Okay, did not see that coming. What kind of attack is that supposed to be? Effect spores? Seriously? Don't let him psych you out, Sprig. You're still in this. What attack? You can't bring us down. I don't remember a Gyarados now. Don't. Just want to dodge an attack. Yeah, that's it. Later, the game is make a sacrifice. It's very energy though. Gotcha. Maybe don't need that. Don't get me wrong, we're doing great. Bye-bye. But that's really nice. Quarantine, guys. Real play. Just one more Pokemon battle. Curly, you up. I know you don't have much experience. You need to get focus on specialist. And the specialist is over here. Especially since this is the starter. This is the final evolution. Return. This is something else. Looks like Carly's money. That's a trick. Just trying to miracles. Huh. That wasn't as hard as I thought. And it was just on the first try. And when main director Clavell, who is actually not the real Cassiopeia. And this was basically just a test. As for us. As I'm pretty sure it was basically a test for us as to how us be ready to battle the real Cassiopeia. And no, I am not teaching. Maybe Starfall should go place a throw trap actually. Sleep at 3 finally, everyone. It's actually I'll sleep at 5. And yeah. Director Clavell says, whoa, how strong you have grown. I see how strong you have grown, dear Lindsay. Especially during the course of your treasure hunts. And yes, I should apologize once again that I'm not actually Class B. Though Cly and myself being the same person was no lie, mind you. But the true identity of this of Class B is hidden. But I believe I can ease to guess what may be. That is why I saw despair for having to battle him. The sorrow and what you can bear. However, Class B is still a course in Eternal City. I do not imagine your continues to win. Battle skills. You did your loss. You would have fallen to me the strategy. Just yourself. But it turns out you are as strong as your house, my child. And as but please, defeat Class B. Yes, sir. Director Clavell, thank you. Tony says, hey, what are you doing here? Who's that? Tony says, Mrs. Ty. Pleasure to see you. It's no pleasure at all, Mr. Clavell. I can't. Thinking. No, what are they? 600. 600. Clear. Okay. Thanks. Don't worry. We will be doing something over there, I promise. Because you will be running a letter of apologies and 600. And requires the channels will Class Professor Clavell. Well, this is it. It's time for us to battle the big boss and mastermind behind an Operation Team Star and defeat Team and finally finish and finally complete Operation Starfall. In order well, yeah, we're ready to face off against Clavell. His real identity is actually none other than the first kid we saw bullied by them. Believe it or not, I'm not saying her name, but if you remember her for her red and blue hair and her navy backpack, I'm pretty sure it is. And now, finally, like I saw her, and have her stop her your ways, and become a better person, and help her. Help her out when you go through her hairs. And use her so that she does for Team Star, and use what she usually does, especially in Team Star for good. Next time on our Pokemon Journey series in Paldea.